Yeah. Um, just wanted to do a little update thing, and not only that, but just wanted to talk about just some, because I find myself trying to correct the wrongs in my past the only way I know how, which is basically to love people and do what's right by God. Just try, when you did something wrong in life, you want to try and fix it. And so, now I find myself not so much caught in paradoxes or stuff like that, but more about just doing what needs to be done right in life. And so, if I, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like what Peter said: "If silver and gold I have none, but what I have I'll give thee." And and so basically that's also what all the apostles did. That's what the teaching of Christ is. It's dying to yourself and loving God and loving your neighbors, loving your family, loving your loved ones. This true love. And so I find myself saying that to myself. Hey, you know what? I really don't have anything of value to give, but what I have of value, I'll give you. To pay back the debt that I had before me. Or in some metaphorical type of way. I inside the hospital that I came back from, I didn't do anything dumb. I just stayed calm and relaxed, and that was my main priority, was just trusting in the Lord. Don't worry, no matter what happens, just trust in Jesus. And so I didn't do anything stupid. I just trusted in the Lord, and I walked by faith and not by sight. I was not doing. I was going contrary to my previous programming, which is doing things a different way, kind of like putting on the armor of Saul, and that just doesn't work for me. I got to put on my own armor, which is how I used to do things, how I was taught. How I learned from God, which is to do right, to love, and stuff like that. And at the same time, be wise as serpents, yet gentle as doves. That's the thing. Wise as serpents, yet gentle as doves. So, that's basically what's been going on and on my mind. And also, I like to tell you a couple of stories, to try to fix that debt. Or I never spent anything, so might as well, at least not to the best of my knowledge, like freedom of religion, instituting this into this practice. But if it's kind of like, if you had a second chance to do things over, you'd do it differently. So basically, that's what I did. And so I'm just gonna give this to true love. I don't know, only God knows. But I'm just gonna give this to true love. My heart's desire, or true love. And so, a couple of things happened in my life that people might find interesting or not. When I was a really young kid, I stole from my brother. my brother Michael, and that's when I learned never to steal again. You know, because it's not like anything happened to me. It was just, I mean, so, things did happen, like loss of family trust, loss of family bond. So my main priority was now more to give than to receive, and so that's what I've been doing. You know, correcting a wrong when you can. You know, there's a verse inside the Bible where I think Jesus says, if you have a wrong against your brother, go fix that wrong and then come to the altar and give your gift. So I guess I'm trying to fix this wrong, because silver and gold I don't have, but what I have I'll give you. You know, and so that's what I'm trying to do. And so basically it's, but another interesting, well, I guess when I was a younger kid, I did that. I was hanging around the wrong people and really just thieves and robbers, but I was just so innocent in a sense. I mean, wasn't wise as a serpent. You know what I mean? And so you know, I let robbers into my house when I was a little kid, and so they just stole things. I mean, stole what they could probably. And I think that kid's name was Aaron. Not sure. I don't want to say anything definitive, right? But I think it was Aaron something, right? I could be wrong. And another thing that I did was I stole someone's bike one time. So you know, because I thought he had stolen something from me, but I was just so caught up in the moment, I guess. I'm not sure what happened, to be honest with you. It's kind of like my mind was playing tricks on me or something. Don't know. And so I corrected that mistake today, and by giving up my bike. You know what I mean? My bike that I had received, and I bought it off of someone, and I'm gonna give that person the money for it as well, but I gave it away for free. You know? Yeah, I'm like anybody else, I guess. We all have many stories to tell, many things we wish we could change, and so that's just where I find myself in. You know, I know you can't technically revisit your past, but maybe you can learn from them and make yourself a better person and correct it in some way, shape, or form. You know, sometimes I find that we repeat the past quite often. You know, you ever been in those moments, those kind of moments where things just keep happening? And another, just a little side note is I don't trust my dreams. You know, I don't trust them. I just trust in the Lord. That's all I do. Because it's just part of my religious belief. You know, I could source things, but at the end of the day, if it's a real powerful dream, then maybe I'll give notice to it. But if not, I just leave it alone. Another interesting part of my past. When I was in the younger school, I had two good friends, really good friends in school, and we excelled together, and we just did a lot of stuff together. And that was Daniel and Mohammed, two really good friends. And we played ball together. We had fun and stuff like that. And I think I was getting into Christianity at that point, or I'm not sure what was going on, but it was definitely, good people to me, but we all parted our own ways as time went on. One person went one way, I went another way, and I went another way. And so, you know, and there was this smart kid who was smarter than us all together, and he was just like this little kid. He was so tiny. You know what I mean? Yeah, just had to change the thing. And so, yeah, and so that's what basically, that kind of, yeah, I just don't want the music to get too loud. And yeah, those are some of my dreams, but those are some of my memories. But I don't trust my dreams. I don't trust it in the least. I just, I'm just telling you some of my life stories. And yeah. Oh, another good memory is I had an Uncle Bob. He died of cancer. He was a smoker. He smoked a lot of cigarettes and stuff like that. And really good guy. He was going to publish something, but he even got signed up with the publisher, but they couldn't. The cancer got him. What can you do? That's why you got to take good care of your health. Like for me, I started jogging now. Now I'm jogging. I'm trying to be on top of my health. Doing little workouts here and there, but mainly running. That's my passion. I love to run. At least when I was younger, I used to run all the time. But there was always runners who were faster than me, or better than me, but I always gave it 110%. So, well, I'm just telling you things about me that people might find valuable. Well, it might mean something, it might mean nothing, but to me it means something because of my religious beliefs. But everyone's entitled to believe whatever they want to believe, and that's what I love about America: freedom of religion. You know what I mean? As long as you're using the fruits of the Spirit, which is love, joy, peace, gentleness, meekness, kindness, goodness, those things, and you have on the armor of God, which is to do the right things. Because Christianity really is a religion of love. Not all religions are like that, but if you're a Christian, that's what's going to be. But for me, I just don't trust my dreams. That's just me. I kind of have like that Neo kind of Matrix thing going on, where I just trust. I trust in my God, and I trust in myself, not in my fleshly parts, but in my spiritual parts. That He's faithful to the end. That the good work He started, He is going to finish, and it will be accomplished. Whatever His plan may be, but just try your best. That's the number one thing I've learned in life, is that not everyone's built the same way. Not everyone is interested in the same things. Not some seeds fell there, or some seeds fell here. It doesn't really matter. It's good if you can move yourself to a good spot, but just trust in Jesus, or trust in the higher path, because there's always a higher path. There's a lower path, and then there's a higher path. You gotta be the one to find it. Some people trust in dreams, other people they don't. And for me, I look at it, I see the message, and then I say to myself, you know what? There's wars on earth. There's probably wars in heaven. Or maybe something like that's happening. I don't know. Maybe it's a lot more civilized. I don't know. You know, I just trust in Jesus. You are the maker of your own destiny. Didn't he say, if any man asks of me in my name, I will do it because I go to the Father? He said that. The devil has nothing in me. You know, that's our mighty man. That's our defender. Jesus. So, you know, if I see something in a dream, I have my faith that will carry me to the next level and be like, you know what? This is something interesting I can use in some way, shape, or form. But at the same time, I'm going to acknowledge that these three things abide: faith, hope, and love. You know, where there are prophecies, there will cease. Where there are speaking in tongues, there was, you know, something like that. And then that's why I just trust. And that's why I'm giving this away. You know, I'm telling people these things because I'm just trying to, you know, free myself from a past sin. And this is the best way I did it. You know, I didn't succumb to the temptation like before. You know, I didn't go down that dark route. So what am I going to do except give? Give of myself. Because it says in the Word, no man can worship two masters, or else he will love one and hate the other. You can't worship money and God. You know, I used to sing this Bob Marley song, when I was in the hospital. And that was, you know, the person who was persecuting me. So it was always a woman, so that's why I always sang this song. Remember when we... That's why you know, you gotta tell the truth, because the truth will set you free. And it's more about doing what's right, regardless. You know, you do the right thing. People want to try to control you. People want to try to tell you, hey, this is the way. Only Jesus knows the way, and he tells you what the way is. It's love. Against such there is no law. If you're loving somebody, if you're trying your best to do the right thing, God knows your heart, man. He knows what's going on in the deepest, you know. He knows, oh, you're in a bad spot right now. You're just in a bad jam. Look at his heart. You know? He knows your deepest motives. He knows when you're trying to do good. All-knowing, all-powerful. Jesus. I don't care what they say or what happens, but the fact will remain that Jesus Christ is God, the Son of God, and He, the only begotten Son of the Father. I think and I believe, you know, the only one who came down, whom the devil had no hold over. It's like, who is this guy? He's healing people left and right. You know, that's why I'm just going to trust in the Lord at all times. And do things differently. And so this was just a letter for a past correction to something that happened with you know, the love of my life before. Can't really go back, but what I can do is change the reality of the now by using the lessons of my past failures. You know, So that's all I can do. And you know who you are, deep down inside. No one can choose a destiny for you. You know what? When Jesus came, all the chains were broken. It's just up for us to grab those keys and unlock ourselves. You know? And it's not going to be us grabbing the keys. It's going to be them unshackling us by the sacrificial atonement blood of Jesus Christ, the Lamb of God who took away the sins of the world. Some people say, they look at old school Christianity and think, oh my gosh, the things that these people went through, which is true. But these are different times, but yet it's similar sometimes as well. It's more, I believe we're in a period of change. But I've been talking too much. Just trying to pay back a past debt, right a past wrong, spend my money wisely, which is to give it all to my love. Love God with all your heart and all your soul, and love your neighbor like you love yourself. The head of the house is man, the head of man is God, and underneath that chain of command is the woman, and then underneath that chain of command is the kids. So that's what I believe. I like this song too. And you know what? If they want to try to control you or try to do something to you because of the simple fact that you want to be yourself, that's slavery. They're trying to control you to make you think a certain way, when in reality you just want to be yourself. Whatever type of self that means. Everyone's different. But yeah, that's it. Alright guys, God bless, and that was a short video to my love. Told her a couple secrets, that I was hiding so I could just pay back everything. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.